Hello? Hello? Okay, calm down. All right, I'm on it. Guys. Big Boss Griffiths just called. He says everything's ready for the RI 200 opening act.
Finally!
All right, but hold your horses. He also mentioned that we are forgetting something, that being our one and only secret passcode.
Secret passcode? Oh, I know! I think it's something that we sing every Tuesday or Wednesday morning.
The national anthem? I know this one. We, the citizens.
No. It's the institution anthem.
That's right. So when I say, come heed the call, you say,
Revolutions all.
Let's all try it.
Come heed the call.
Revolutions all. Come on, guys. We've got to be louder than that. If not, Boss Griffles won't start the program. Come on, let's try it one last time. Everybody together. Come heed the call.
Refugees
all! Woo! Raffles, are you ready to have some fun?
Let me hear you scream.
Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah.
I know. When I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say,
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Clap along.
and when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
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 Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. When I see your face,
When I see your face,
there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah.
I want to see you guys dance and sing along, okay?
you're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset. She's going off about something that you said. 'Cause she doesn't get your humor like I do.
I'm in my room, it's a typical Tuesday night, listening to the kind of music she doesn't like. She'll never know your story like I do. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts,
She's your captain and I'm on the bleachers,
dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you can see it out, the one that says you've been here all along. So why can't you see you belong with me? You belong with me. Walking the streets with you in your worn out jeans, can't help thinking this is how it ought to be. Laughing on the park bench, thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? And you
got a smile that could light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while since she brought you down. You say you're fine, I know you better than that. Hey, what you doing with a girl like that? She wears high heels, I wear sneakers.
She's your captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you can see that I'm the one who understands, you've been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me? I can't hear you standing by and waiting at your back door all this time. How could you not know, baby? You belong with me. Give it up for Edison, Keith, and Zach. Oh, I remember you driving to my house in the middle of the night.
I'm the one who makes you laugh when you know you're about to cry.
And I know your favorite songs, and you tell me about your dreams. Think I know where you belong, think I know it's with me.
Can't you see that I'm the one who understands you?
Been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me? Standing by and waiting at your back door all this time. How could you not know, baby? You belong with me. You belong with me. You belong with me. Have you ever thought just maybe you belong with me? You belong with me.
What's up, Red Falls? Welcome to the RI 200 opening act. What an exhilarating kickstart to our show by none other than ACMZ.
Come on, guys, I can't hear you louder. That's right, I'm loving the energy, everyone. Let's keep this energy going because we have so many amazing performances and activities lined up for you guys. So stay tuned. But wait, before we start, do they know who we are?
All right, how could we forget? Good morning, everyone. I am Isaac.
And I am Ashish, and we are your MCs for today.
Okay, well, we're all gathered here on this fine Sunday morning. I know it's a bit cloudy outside, but it's still fine, right, regardless. But does anyone know what special event we are commemorating?
Let me give you guys a hint. It starts with R and rhymes with 100. I can't hear you louder. That's right. But today we're not just celebrating RI 200. We're celebrating our Reflection spirit. So, guys, I need your energy up.
Wow, Ashish, 200 years. Can you believe that?
Yeah, you know, it seemed like just yesterday when Stamford Raffles held the torch and landed on our shores and signed a deal with the Temonggung. And it's been 200 years since then. Can you just believe that? Despite all this time, we're still here.
And for that, Ashish, I think we deserve an insane celebration. What do you guys think?
That's right.
Right. But before we move on, we heard that the house cats taught you guys a very special call and response. Do you think they remember it, Ashish?
Of course they do. Let's test them right now. Come heed the call. That was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah,
I feel like we carried that.
Should we try again?
I think so.
Okay, louder this time, guys.
Yeah.
Come heed the call.
That's more like it. So stay on the edge of your seats because you never know when you'll next need to heed our call.
Wow, Ashish, you know, isn't it crazy how we've been singing that song for so many years? It really brings back fond memories of RI. It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Wait. Are you saying the lyrics to that Charlie Puth song? Isaac, why are you making me emo?
Because the next act is 4Trap, and Liu Fang's voice is going to make me cry.
I know. Please don't cry. If I see you cry, I'll cry too. Anyways, while I go get some tissues to comfort Isaac and myself, let's give it up for Fortress!
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Let's sing this song together. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days hard will forever pass. Now I see you in a better place. Yeah. How could we not talk about family when family so here we got everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you told me it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. See you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. See you again. When I see you. Let me hear you. Yeah. First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. It was small, turn to a friendship turned to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. Yeah. And when brotherhood comes first in the line, it's where we reach, and the line is where we reach, and the line is where we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. Yeah. How could we not talk about family when family's all here we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you told me, let the lights guide your way. Hey, hold every memory as it goes, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, oh, oh. Let's sing together. Yeah, see you again. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. See you again. Thank you. Come on. Hey girl, I'm waiting on ya. I'm waiting on ya. Come on and let me sneak you out and have a celebration. A celebration. The music out the windows. Yeah, we'll be doing what we do, just pretending that we cool, and we know it too. Yeah, we'll keep doing what we do, just pretending that we cool. So tonight, everybody, let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love, and never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some. and live while we're young. Oh, 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 wanna live while we're young. Tonight, let's get some. What's that? And live while we're young. 1, 2, 3. Hey girl, it's now or never. It's now or never. Don't overthink, just let it go. And if we get together, yeah, get together. Don't let the pictures leave your phone. Oh yeah, we'll be doing what we do, just pretending that we cool. So tonight, come on, let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some. What's that? And live while we're young. Oh, 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 oh. Wanna live while we're young. Tonight, let's get some. What's that? And live while we're young. And girl, you and I, we're about to make some memories tonight. I wanna live while we're young. We wanna live while, come on everybody. Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some. What's that? And live while we see the sun. And never, never, never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's get some. What's that? And live while we wanna live, wanna live, wanna live. Come on. Yeah, wanna live, wanna live, wanna live while we're young. Wanna live, wanna live. What you gonna do? Tonight, let's get some and live while we're young.
Let's give it up for 4-Trap once again.
Woo! Oh, Ashish, I think I partied way too hard to live while we're young.
I know, right? It's
my
like
breath.
me too. No, it's moments like these that make me realize that these are the years of our lives where we can truly live while you're young.
That's right. You know, especially after training and practicing for so many hours just for NSGs and SYFs, going through that stress and adrenaline I'm sure you all are familiar with, I'm sure we're all feeling extra close to our CCA mates.
That's right. Do you guys love your CCA mates?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Let's hear it from the sports CCAs.
Let me hear it from the performing arts CCAs.
Let me hear it from the clubs, societies, and uniform groups.
Wow, I love the pride that you guys have for your CCAs, and you guys deserve to be proud of yourselves. So give yourself a pat on the back, everyone. Anyways, Isaac, speaking of CCAs, I heard that all the CCAs from year 1 to 6 this year have been performing exceptionally well.
That's absolutely right, Ashish. In fact, I heard that just recently this week, our A Division hockey team just clinched their 5th consecutive title in a row.
Wait. You're in hockey, right?
Yeah.
Congrats, man. That's astounding.
Thank you.
Anyways, I heard that, across from year 1 to 6, all our performing arts CCAs have mostly clinched distinction in their respective SYF events. That's astounding as well, right?
Yeah. Wow, Ashish, it's been such an eventful semester. I think just for all of our hardworking and talented reflections, let's just give ourselves another huge round of applause, please.
You guys are truly amazing, so let's keep it up.
Keep it up? Did you mean keep it 7 up?
That's right! What better way to celebrate our achievements than with a dance party by our very own RGT winner 7 Up?
That's right. Also, I heard that there's a very special segment that some of our students, year 5s, wink wink, may be able to recognize. So, if you do know it, please feel free to sing along with us.
Wait, I'm so excited. I've been waiting all day. I've been practicing my dance moves all day long.
Okay, well then, without further ado, presenting to you, 7 Up! Wow, Reflegions are just so talented. This is why they won RGT. Do you guys enjoy that splendid performance by 7 Up?
Woo! This is the kind of energy we are looking for RI 200.
Wow.
Continue.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We've just had 3 absolutely show-stopping performances. Do you agree with me, Ashish?
I agree, they were amazing.
Right. But I feel like we're still missing something, like something is off.
Oh yeah, you're right. Something does seem quite off. I can't quite put my finger on it, but do you have any idea what we're missing?
Wait, let me look around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all 5 houses here, but where are the mascots, Where's Wally? Where's Leo? Did we forget to invite them?
Isaac! We were literally told not to mention them.
Oh.
Don't you know? They're all too shy. They're hiding. No one was supposed to know that they were gone.
But they all know now. What do we do?
Guys, do you want to see a house mascot?
Yeah? Yeah, I think I see them walking in. Right behind that.
Luca.
Okay, Luca. That's Emma.
Luca.
I see MT's Charlie. Let's give it up for Charlie.
Woo! I see Luca. Luca is poking his head out. Let's give it up for Luca.
Woo! And I think that's BW's Leo as well. Looking fine as ever. Let's encourage him to come up.
Is that a bright green dragon I see over there? That's BB's Derby looking so great this morning.
Wow, and last but not least, I think that is Emma's Wally. Woo! Wow, brilliant.
Wow, now everyone is finally at their places.
Mascots, we heard that you guys were feeling shy. But what about now? Are you guys feeling excited?
Mascots, are you guys excited?
Aww.
Oh, that's thanks to all of you. Anyways, Isaac, now that all the house mascots are in their places, things are about to take a turn. Things are about to get intense.
Intense.
Who here thinks that your house is the best?
Ooh. Ashish, it's a bit difficult. Everyone is so loud. How am I supposed to figure it out?
Well, there's only one way to settle this once and for all. Everyone, are you ready for a...
Cheer up!
Everyone get ready for the cheer off!
The mic. Oh,
Test. Okay.
all right, baby. As usual, we are always first. So let's show them why we are.
We're gonna be so beast! Let's hear us roar!
Let's make some noise.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Are you ready?
Bicentennial! aggressive, be 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 aggressive. Bazinga zumba zumba, bazinga zumba zay, bazinga zumba zumba. Listen to the girls say.
We are
BB, revive. BB,
Yeah!
revive BB.
Up, up, up!
Wow, Isabel, they really thought they did something,
For real,
Warriors!
Warriors!
Aye, aye.
Are you ready, kids?
I can't hear you!
Oh,
One, two, three, BW.
What's
Go
going
the
on?
way. BW is here to stay. We are the beasts, the mighty warriors. BW, hey, I know they. BW, let's go!
One, two, three, Bailey Waddle!
Hey, Bailey Waddle! Oh, Bailey Waddle! Go, yeah, glory on us all!
PJ, jump on your feet!
BW, more like be better.
Hey, Jay, we can do better than that, can't we? Let's show them how the boss! Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey, Jay, show!
Utalu.
Go! Glory, glory, Henry Harlot! Glory, glory, Henry Harlot! Mighty, mighty Henry Harlot! Ready, ready, Henry Harlot! Purple black, go fighting! On! 5, 6, 7, 8! Ooh, Utalu, bingo, bingo! Ooh, Utalu, bingo, bingo! Come on, party, Utalu! Ooh, Utalu! And yes, we fight! For Henry Harlot, we fight! For purple and black, we fight! For Henry Harlot! Ooh! And yes! Woo! Good job, Asians!
We go.
Nah, that was so soft. Emma, can we do better?
Come on, Emma! Are you ready for it? Awoo! When our ancestors swore an oath,
It was an oath sworn in.
blood! Ah! Who let the wolves out? Who is the best house? Blue. We're gonna come and beat you. All the other houses can shoot. We're gonna We're gonna sa. We're gonna Emma, sa. Mighty Emma on the hunt. Emma, sa. Listen to the Wolfpack chant. Emma, sa. Wolfpack! One call!
Make some noise! I'm not sure if those MRENs were ready, but our M Titans surely aren't we?
Come on, MD, let's finish them off!
Every time you respond, put your fist in the air. All right, MD.
Empty!
Empty! Eba!
Empty! Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, we are! Empty! Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, we are! Hey, empty, you're so far, you blow my mind, ah, woo, woo, Now that you got a girl, let me see your body move, woo, woo, Say who's the best MC? Say who's the best MC? Say who's the best, say who's the best, say who's the best MC? Go, fight, win! Woo!
Thank you, MD!
Thank you! Yes!
Wow! So who do you guys think won the cheer off?
Was it BB?
Or was it BW?
Hey, Change, what do you have to say about that?
MR, are you gonna let them win?
Make some noise, MT!
Wow. Wow. I'm amazed. You guys have been such a hyped up audience. I'm sure that all of your house cats and your mascots are so proud of you. Isn't that right?
That's right. We're loving your energy, everyone.
Ashish, I think I pulled my hamstring like.
Serves you right, man.
What do you mean serves you right?
I told you to do some warm-up stretches and just do some basic stretching before we go on because I know that it's going to be tiring. And you didn't want to listen to me.
Yeah,
So,
because.
anyways, guys, just so that you guys don't end up like, it's like, everyone up on your feet. We're going to be doing some stretches. Up on your feet.
Up on your feet, guys. Come on, I know you guys have been a bit restless sitting down for a while.
All right, let's start with some simple stretches, okay? So everyone, raise your hands and try to touch the skies. All right, now try to touch your toes. Brilliant.
Okay, back up. Left hand across, right hand like this.
Pinch your nose.
Pinch your nose.
Now you guys all look like elephants.
Okay, switch sides.
High five your neighbors.
And high five the person next to you. Brilliant,
That's right.
wonderful. Right, y'all can all sit down. Great work, guys. Woo. Ashish, you know, now that we're all limbered up and stretched out and ready to go, I have a brilliant idea.
Wait, what's your idea?
I think we should play a game.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Simon Says!
Okay, so everyone knows how to play Simon Says, right?
Yeah, if you guys don't really know how to play Simon Says, you're living under a rock, so...
Okay, but since you guys are already in your houses, right, let's just play this by house. Right?
But wait, first... Guys, cheer if your house is the best!
He didn't say Simon Says, guys.
We didn't
Come on,
say Simon
relax.
Says.
Relax.
Gotcha!
Okay, but you also never say the game start. Okay, but we give them chance lah.
Today is RI 200. We're feeling nice, so we'll give you all a chance.
Okay, so who should we start with first? Should we start with Bailey?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll start with BW. BW, Simon Says right hand in the air. Simon Says left hand in the air. I didn't say put down your right hand. Okay, Simon Says both hands down.
Nice. MT, Simon Says up on your feet. Simon Says do jumping jacks. Stop. You guys are not supposed to stop. Continue. All right. Simon Says you guys can take a seat.
Okay. BB, Simon Says stand up. Simon Says jump. Simon didn't say land. Who asked you to land?
Isaac, that's so mean. Let's give them a chance lah.
Okay, you guys can sit down.
Simon didn't.
Okay. They're paying attention. Okay, Simon Says sit down. Okay.
All right, let's move on to MR. MR, all of you stand up. Oh, they're paying attention. Good job. Simon Says stand up, MR. That's good. Simon Says high five your neighbors.
Nice.
I think let's move on to HH. Simon Says y'all can sit down.
Okay, HH, what should we make them do?
Let's make them do something interesting.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah?
HH, stand up. Okay, they're still paying attention. That's good.
Okay.
HH, Simon says stand up. HH, Simon says wave your hands in the air.
Wow.
Woo!
That's beautiful to see.
Simon says chant your house name. All right, you guys can sit down. Paying attention, good job. Anyways, Simon says you guys can sit down.
Wow, that was exciting, Ashish.
Exciting.
Who do you think won?
I think more won.
Nah, I think... No. You're being biased. You're being biased.
biased.
HH clearly won.
You're being biased now. You're being biased now. All right, actually, I think all the houses did well, and they were all so good. So give yourselves a round of applause, everybody.
Woo. Wow, Ashish, you know, it's not every day RI turns 200, right? And it's not every day that we get to stand in front of a crowd of who knows how many people here. I really wish I could just capture this moment, you know.
And I have just the right idea for that.
What were you
We're going to
proposing?
film a TikTok right now.
A TikTok?
Yeah, so basically I filmed the hall empty just now, and now I want to get them to do something crazy, and we will film them.
Something crazy? What do you propose?
I think you know what I have in mind.
Are you talking about the Raffles Wave? Ooh.
You guys know what the Raffles Wave is?
on.
It's like the Kallang Wave.
It's like the Kallang Wave. Everyone knows.
Do you guys know what the Kallang Wave is? All right.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we don't have to demo this, but just because it's RA200. Yeah. So let's say we start from this side.
I'll start from this side. I can't really run there, but when I go this side, you guys raise your hands and I'll run to this side. All right?
Okay, starting from me.
3, 2, 1. Raffles Wave!
Ooh!
That was brilliant, everyone. And now,
Brilliant.
let's try that one more time for our TikTok. One moment, please.
Wow, this guy.
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Raffles Wave! Woo! That's really
That was
brilliant.
amazing,
That's
guys.
Really brilliant. Wow. Should we try and make it bounce back?
All right, let's try making it bounce back. So basically, we'll go this side and then you guys come back. All right? 3, 2, 1. Raffles Wave!
Woo! Okay, bounce back. Remember to bounce back.
Bounce back.
Yes!
Brilliant work,
Wonderful.
everyone. Brilliant work.
Wonderful. Wow. All right, okay, so I think we're at this juncture where we would like to thank all the people that have made this possible.
So firstly, we would like to thank the Founders Day 200 committee for their timeless and continued effort in making this event such a huge success. So namely, Jion, Xiao Tian, Corinne, Joffrey, and Nico. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
On top of that, we would like to thank the teachers, the MCICs, EHA and Sasang, all the performers and everyone for coming in today.
Let's give them a round of applause, everybody.
Come heed the call. Wow, you guys have been such a hyped up audience. I really hope that you guys continue this energy into the next segment. We heard that it's going to be super, super epic. With
That's
that
right.
being said, we are your opening act MCs.
Wait, look, there's Griffles over there.
Griffles, how could we forget? Oh.
Everyone, up on your feet.
All right, everyone, you know this sign. Let's get ready for...
Please refrain from stomping.
Excuse me. Mic. 1 and 2, mic 1 and 2. Yeah, mic 1 is here. Mic 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Correct,
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are pleased to announce the arrival of Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat, Emeritus Senior Minister Goh Chok Tong, Minister for Education Chan Chun Sing, and other cabinet ministers who are alumni of the school. Please remain seated and give a warm welcome to our distinguished guests.
Reflection, salute your alma mater. She is the wonder of your dreams, a landmark in a lion city, a name that stood the test of time. For 200 years of history, our alma mater reigns supreme. With spirit firm and bold and resolute, she's the fairest that's at hand. She's the finest in the land. Steadfast through the Rise to a great motto, Spicium melioris et vi, Reflegens salute your alma mater. She is the wonder of your dreams, a landmark in a lion city, a name that stood the test of time. For 200 years of history, our alma mater reigns supreme. With spirit firm and bold and resolute, she's the fairest that's at hand. She's the finest in the land. She's the finest in the land.
We have just witnessed the march in of RI's 6 uniformed groups, bearing our house flags, school maize, and school flag. The song performed by the RI Military Band and Raffles Chorale is the Founders' Day song, Reflesions, Salute Your Alma Mater. This was composed by the late Mr. Rudy Morse-Burgeon, the first principal of the former Raffles Junior College.
A very good morning to Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat, Emeritus Senior Minister Goh Chok Tong, Minister for Education Chan Chun Sing, distinguished guests, and fellow Rafflesians. Thank you for joining us this morning for the celebration of Raffles Institution's 200th Founders' Day. We are Sumili Basak and Umar Abdullah Shah. We will be joined later by Seraphine Lai as your MCs for today.
We hope you are as excited as we are as we come together to celebrate a significant milestone in our school's history. We would now like to invite Chairman of the RI Board of Governors, Mr. Bae Soo Kyung, to give the welcome address. Mr. Bae, please.
Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Heng Swee Keat, Emeritus Senior Minister, Mr. Goh Chok Tong, Minister for Education, Mr. Chan Chun Sing, Ministers, MOE Senior Management, members of RI Board of Governors, principal and staff of RI, members of O Reflection Association and the Raffles Parents Association, guests, alumni, and students. A very good morning. As Chairman of RI BOG, it is my honor to welcome DP Heng, ministers, and everyone present, both here at Singapore EXPO and virtually to this very special event, the celebration of RI's 200th Founders' Day. The theme of today's Founders' Day is honoring the past and inspiring the future. The bicentennial is a historic milestone by any measure, and is an occasion to celebrate the achievements, resilience, and enduring legacy of our school through 200 years of history. It is also an opportunity to reflect on the values that define us and make RI a truly exceptional school. When Sir Stanford Raffles laid the foundation stone for the school in 1823, he envisaged an institution that would educate and prepare students to serve the country. For 200 years, RI has abided by these founding ideals, nurturing generations of thinkers, leaders, and pioneers who have contributed to uplifting the community and building a strong and cohesive Singapore. Since becoming an independent school in 1990, RI has continued to lead at the forefront of educational innovations, contributing actively to education through collaborations with other schools and organizations. As a Reflection, I'm most proud of RI's strong tradition of service, its pursuit of excellence, and its trailblazing spirit of innovation, qualities that continue to define the Refrigerant spirit today. For this, I would like to thank former chairman of the RI Board of Governors, current and former presidents of the ORA and Raffles Parents Association, and current and former RI principals and teachers for your contributions to make what RI is today. The bicentennial is also an opportune time for the people at Raffles to celebrate. Through the performances and tributes presented in today's ceremony, we will witness the diversity, dedication, and vibrancy of the Refrigerant community. Our staff, students, and alumni, all united as one Raffles. Last but not least, the bicentennial must also be an occasion to inspire the future. We honor the past by ensuring that the legacy of service and excellence continues to live in every Refrigerant. To our younger Refrigerants seated here today, as you listen to the stories of your seniors and schoolmates, I hope you'll be inspired to ask questions, to seek solutions creatively in the face of global challenges, and to act courageously to improve the well-being of our community and society. In celebrating RI 200, let us affirm our commitment as individuals and as one Raffles community to be the hope that will augur a better age for Singapore. I wish you all a happy 200 Founders Day. Auspicium Melioris AV. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bay, for sharing RI's journey and your hopes with us.
Whoa. Hey, how about you guys? How's the day in RI like for you?
Hello, this is Sui here. This is my dear colleague Jason, who is also my former student.
Yeah, I was Mrs. Lim's GP rep back in 2001.
Hi everyone, I'm Lionel. This is Mrs. Lau, my bio teacher from over 20 years ago.
Yes, I'm Mei Chu here, and now Lionel is my colleague.
I mean, when Mrs. Lim comes in, right, she will just make everybody laugh straight away. So it's like, Aya, where's my chair? Aya, today's so hot. Why are we not in the container classroom? Oh no, I forgot your essay. Jason, do you think you could go to the table, at my table, and just get it for me?
Those were the days, yeah. The boys, sometimes they like to ask about, parts of the male anatomy and so on. Yeah, but of course, me being a bio teacher, I'll just explain according to the facts. But I think the boys are thinking that it might be very uncomfortable for me. I mean, I think they purposely ask the questions, but I think I'm quite okay so far.
Yeah, just to qualify that, I never asked Mrs. Lau those questions. It's my classmates, right? But anyway, before we were coming here, Mrs. Lau showed me a card I wrote to her when I was in Sec 3. She kept it after all these years, so I was like, oh, I was shocked and amazed. And in that card, I said something like, thank you for your care and concern, even though I'm not a very good student. It must have embarrassed me so much that I deleted it from my memory. That's why I cannot remember any of it, but it must be this. She captured it in the card.
for me, it's so nice to, get to know Jason as a young man now, as a father, all right, because I knew him as a student. So anyway, I feel very proud that he has grown up to be such a responsible adult, an excellent father, I'm sure, because I can tell that, he makes it a point to spend time with them, Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's grown up so well, and I'm just so proud to have him as my colleague.
Hi, I'm Tina, Stephanie, Jingwen, Amber, and we're from Raffles Soccer Girls. In 2012, when Tina won finally, she's the only batch, right?
Yes, we're the only batch who won finals.
So I was there at the final, so that's one of my fondest memory.
Mine is along the same lines, but a little sadder. It was when I played for Steph's batch and we got second. I don't know, it was quite a good day because even though it was the only game where I let in like 4 goals, but we were celebrating even louder than the first place.
Yeah, usually right, after the finals match, usually the winners, the whole team will celebrate, like run onto the field. But for us, the second place people, like we just ran onto the field and celebrated like we won.
No, actually we celebrated that it was over.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Max and I'm a Reflection.
Hello, I'm Lionel and I'm a Reflection.
Hi, I'm Janice and I'm not a Reflection.
Smart ass.
I don't mean this in a negative or bad way, but basically, whatever I say, there's always a comeback. Very hard to not have a debate in our house.
Yes, I prefer the nicer term, opinionated. We have strong opinions and views about things, but you're correct, yes. Almost every lunch, family lunch or dinner turns into like some kind of like discussion or debate about an issue.
And that's because we read widely and we are able to argue any side of the debate.
Why? Why do you shake your head? You're scared? I say helicopter because I feel like Lionel, my husband, whatever the issue is, no matter big or small, there is an ability to zoom out, to consider a more global point of view. So that's why helicopter, and I think that's a Frisian trait.
Also my civil service training.
Built up in Raffles.
Foundation in Raffles. I think as a parent of a Reflection, you don't see your kid a lot, but you got to trust that the school knows what it's doing and the kid knows what he's doing with the school as well. To RI,
happy 200th birthday!
Today's celebration is as much about inspiring the future as it is about honoring the past. Our 200th Founders Day is also the time to reflect on our aspirations for the future as an institution. We would now like to invite our principal, Mr. Frederick Yeo, to address us. Mr. Yeo, please.
Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat, Emeritus Senior Minister Goh Chok Tong, Education Minister Chang Chun Sing, Ministers, MOE Senior Management, Chairman Bee Soo Kiang and members of the RI Board of Governors, former Chairman, Governors and Principals, members of ORA and RPA, guests, parents, and Reflections. Warmest welcome to RI's 200th Founders Day, here at the Singapore EXPO and on live stream. I would also like to welcome the 17 principals and 10 staff from RI's overseas school partners who just flew in yesterday. They're seated at the 3rd row towards my left. So I'd like to welcome all of you to our Founders Day, 200 Founders Day. They include 2 of our newest partners, Chengdu No. 7 High School in China, and Sekolah Mutiara Harapan in Indonesia. We started the 1,000-day countdown to RI's bicentennial on the 8th September 2020 amidst COVID-19. Since then, many events have been organized to commemorate the countdown, They include the 1823 Trees RI Routing for a Greener Singapore campaign in support of MPark's 1 Million Trees movement and Singapore's sustainability course. Minister Desmond Lee kickstarted the first tree planting at the Fort Canning Park on 4th June last year. As of today, we have raised enough funds to plant about 1,400 trees and have planted more than 750 trees across Singapore. The RI teachers, thank you. And we will continue raising funds and we will continue planting trees in support of 1823 trees. The RI Teachers Conference in November last year, which underlines RI's role in trailblazing innovations in teaching and learning. More than 580 teachers from some 74 schools attended the conference last year. The RI 200 Festival of Ideas in March last year, which celebrates the school's thought leadership in the areas of thinkers in society, leaders in sustainability, and pioneers in innovation. The launch of RI's bicentennial STEM in April this year to mark the historic milestone. We thank Singapore Post for the partnership in this. The unveiling of the Brassica Thante, Hope of a Better Age Orchid, by Minister Chan Chun Sing when he delivered the RI Bicentennial Lecture on 16 May. We appreciate the support given by the National Orchid Garden in propagating the orchid. And the release of 2 publications, Some Dreams from Now in English and Our Stories, 来到200年 in Chinese this year, which chronicle RI's history and celebrates the vibrant school experiences of our students, both past and present. Information on the countdown initiatives is on the RI 200 microsite, which DPM Heng launched at RI's 199 Founders Day last year. Today's 200 Founders Day is the apex of the school's bicentennial celebrations. In his welcome address, Chairman underscored that RI's bicentennial is an occasion to inspire the future, even as we honor the past by ensuring that the legacy of service and excellence continues to live in every reflection. Indeed, service and excellence have always been RI's priorities, which run parallel with Singapore's early years of nation building and modernization. The school has instilled in successive cohorts of reflections the dispositions and the desire to contribute their talent and skills to Singapore's transformation as a young nation. Reflections have been part of the Singapore story that has inspired many around the world. Today's program, enacted through Acts 1 to 3, will present this inspirational narrative about RI and the values that have defined us as a truly exceptional school in the country. At the debate on the President's address in 2018, Prime Minister Lee exhorted RI to be a school that inspires hope for aspiring students, regardless of the backgrounds. In PM's words, no parent needs to worry that they cannot afford to send his child to RI or that his child will feel out of place. But if such a perception exists and discourages promising students from applying to the school, it is not good for RI, it's not good for Singapore. RI knows what it has to do to uphold its egalitarian tradition. PM Lee reminded the school about this responsibility 6 years ago, and the school has heeded it. Since 2018, as part of the school's diversity, inclusivity, and community engagement, or DICE focus, we have taken definitive steps to enhance access into RI for talented students. For example, the school introduced the elective program in Malay language as a direct school admission, or DSA talents domain, at both Year 1 and JC1 in recent years. This has enabled us to admit more talented Malay students into RI. We also introduced a new DSA domain on leadership and character at Year 1 in 2019, so that P6 boys with outstanding leadership and character and from diverse backgrounds can join RI via DSA. Coupled with the school's active outreach to both primary and secondary schools, our 2023 intake of Year 1 students from 128 primary schools and JC1 students from 74 secondary schools has been RI's most diverse intake to date. In fact, across years 1 to 6, we have students from almost every primary school who are now studying in RI. We remain steadfast on the DICE commitment and desire to do more. Today, I would like to share several steps that the school will take to further strengthen our DICE commitment. Firstly, we are introducing a new leadership and character DSA domain at JC1 this year. Similar to that introduced at Year 1, Set 4 students can apply for DSA into RI based on their leadership strength and exemplary character. The LNC domain underscores what Minister Ong Ye Kung said in his speech at RI's 196 Founders Day in 2019. What we want to ensure is that standards for something as complex as human capability and potential are not measured with one single ruler, academic excellence. There must be other rulers and other yardsticks about valuing people of different aptitudes and strengths and recognizing diverse talents. In addition, we are introducing basketball as a new DSA domain at Year 1 this year. Basketball is a popular team sport offered in many primary schools. We hope this will provide an additional avenue for talented P6 students from different backgrounds to join RI. We will continue to review other team sports offered in primary schools that could be added to our DSA talent domains. Secondly, we will expand access to learning opportunities in RI for students from other schools so that they can interact together at a deeper level. The RI boarding program, or RIB, first started in 1995 for our own students, is one important platform to deepen this interaction through live-in experiences. We have resumed the boarding program this year after a 3-year pause. 36 Set 3 boys from Deyi, Guangyang, Pierce, and Wheatley secondary schools are participating in the boarding program with our Year 3 boys this year. From 2024, we will increase the boarding places to 100 for Set 3 boys from 10 to 15 secondary schools. We thank former board member Ms. Jenny Lim for readily agreeing to fund the 100 boarding places for 10 years from 2024 to 2033. Together with the RI mentoring program, a partnership with 10 primary schools stretching over 10 years, we are hopeful that both programs will extend our students' community engagement in impactful and enduring ways. Thirdly, CCAs have always been a cornerstone of the Reflection School experience. It is through CCAs that friendships are forged, the learning of life skills takes place, achievements are attained together, warm memories of school are remembered, and enjoyment of learning is experienced. This is RI's Flame experience. We will further enhance our students' Flame experience through 2 sports twinning with our closest neighbor, Guangyang Secondary School. First, we will start a sport twinning for the basketball teams of both Guangyang and RI to train together and to engage in friendly play on a regular basis. In addition, many alumni have shared with us about bringing back football to RI. I haven't announced yet. You are applauding in anticipation, but you are quite right. So while it is offered as a CCA for both boys and girls at year 5-6, the last time football was a CCA at year 1-4 was in, a guess? 1999. It's a long time ago. Football provides tremendous character development and social mixing opportunities for our students, as it is a popular team sport in many schools. We heard you, and we will reintroduce football as a CCA at year 1-4 in 2024. For a start, we will offer football as a twinning sport with Guangyang Secondary so that our students can train with Guangyang students together. I would like to thank Mr. Alvin Lim, Principal of Guangyang, for supporting the two sports training partnerships with RI. Thank you. Finally, I hope that more of our alumni can contribute their skills and talent in the service of public education. This is a key point highlighted by Minister Chan Chun-sing in his recent address in Parliament, and I quote, "Share your networks and opportunities with the next generation of students, not just in your alma mater, but in other schools as well, to help them succeed like you did. I therefore call on the alumni of the more established schools to come forward and contribute to the wider community of schools so that we can all progress together, faster, and better." I'm glad to share that more of our RI alumni have stepped up to serve on the School Advisory Committees, or SAC, of government schools in recent years. For example, Jonathan Lim from the class of 2007 and 2009 returned to his alma mater, Yuming Primary, to serve as the SAC chairman. Jonathan shared that he had a memorable primary school experience made possible by nurturing teachers. And through the SAC, he hopes to give back to Yuming by sharing insights and ideas from his work experiences. Alvin, too, from the class of 1995 and 97, and the governor of the RI board, started serving on the SAC of Whitley Secondary this year. Through the SAC, Alvin hopes to share his professional and life experiences with Whitley students and to learn more about the challenges they face today. ORA Secretary Ravin Pirasamy from the class of 2002 started serving on Stamford Primary's SAC in 2019. Stamford has been merged and renamed Farrer Park Primary this year. Ravin continues to serve on Farrer Park SAC because he finds his SAC experiences both memorable and inspirational. The recruitment of SAC members, particularly for schools with a short history, can be challenging. I'm thus glad that Ravin, Alvin, and Jonathan have decided to step up by serving on the SAC. I hope other alumni will be inspired by them to volunteer your time and talents too. To facilitate SAC recruitment, Ravin has agreed to be ORA's point of contact for interested alumni. So this is a recruitment call to all alumni to join Ravin, Jonathan, and Alvin. And we hope to recruit, or at least about 10 to 20 or more alumni for the SAC each year. To conclude, as we honor RI's august legacy through the celebrations today, let us keep in mind Chairman's reminder in his welcome address that the school's mission is to educate and prepare our students to serve the country well. We stay committed to our tradition of excellence and will continue to provide opportunities for our students to learn, grow, and perform at the highest level in both academic and non-academic areas. But more than that, we are also committed to imbuing our students with the right values so that they're inspired to give back to society and to create opportunities for others, ensuring that RI remains accessible to talented students from all backgrounds, and ensuring that our students have ample opportunities to interact with youths from diverse backgrounds are key to ensuring that the school's mission of preparing our students to serve Singapore well will continue through the ages, as it did over the past 200 years. On this note, I wish DPM, ESM, ministers, and everyone present today a memorable 200th Founders Day. All speaking, Miloris Evi.
Thank you, Mr. Yeo. Our guest of honor, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, is not able to join us today. In his place, Minister for Education Chan Chun Sing will deliver the Prime Minister's speech. It gives us great pleasure to invite Minister Chan to address us. Minister Chan, please.
Mr. Bae Soo Kiang, Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. Frederick Yeo, Principal, distinguished guests, parents, teachers, refugees, both physically here and online, a very good morning to all of you. As some of you might have known, PM came down with COVID-19 earlier this week. He's generally feeling okay, but his doctors have advised him against attending mass functions for a few more days. PM sends his apologies for not being able to turn up in person, but has asked me to read his speech on his behalf. RI was founded in 1823, 4 years after Sir Stamford Raffles established a trading post in Singapore. Raffles' vision for RI was to improve the education level of those who settled in Singapore and contribute to the development of the entrepot. And indeed, RI has witnessed all the major events in our Singapore's modern history, including occupation by the Japanese during the Second World War, merger with the Federation of Malaya, North Borneo, and Sarawak in 1963, and the formation of an independent state after separation from Malaysia in 1965. In fact, many graduates from RI have played significant roles in shaping the course of Singapore's history. In government, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and Mr. Goh Chok Tong oversaw the transformation of Singapore from a British colony to a prosperous, independent nation today. In the early colonial years, prominent philanthropists such as Dr. Lim Boon Keng and Sir Song Ong Siang were passionate contributors towards social causes such as education. Dr. Tan Eng Liang and Mr. Goh Chu San were key figures in building up the sports and arts scenes in Singapore, respectively. They are but a few of the many refugees who made their mark and contributed to the growth of our nation in their respective roles. As Singapore progressed through the years, RI has grown in tandem. In 1844, a girls' department was added, which in 1879 became Raffles Girls' School. In 1982, the pre-U classes at RI split off to form Raffles Junior College, or RJC. A few years later, in 1990, RI became the first government school to turn independent. That was also the year that the newly independent RI moved from Grange Road to its current home in Bishan. And in 2004, RI introduced the 6-year Raffles program. This led to RJC moving its campus to join RI at Bishan and subsequently reintegrating back with RI in 2009 to be collectively known as Raffles Institution again. Over its 200-year history, RI has maintained its ethos and spirit and built up a strong reputation for student leadership, academic excellence, and service to our nation. RI has become an institution whose name is recognized internationally, and all Singaporeans are proud of the school. At RI 200, how can RI and Rafflesians continue to uphold its ethos, continue to excel, and serve Singapore well? Let me outline 3 areas. First, RI must continue to exemplify Singapore's inclusive spirit and egalitarian ethos to be a beacon of hope and opportunity for all, regardless of their backgrounds. At every stage of a society's evolution, fault lines can develop to divide it. That is especially true of Singapore, which has pre-existing fault lines like race, language, and religion, as well as potential new ones like socio-economic status or place of birth. This is why in Singapore, we insist that every child, regardless of their background, should have access to opportunities that allow them to develop to his fullest potential. For its part, RI needs to uphold its long egalitarian tradition of gathering able and promising students from diverse backgrounds to join the school and give them all the opportunity to excel and inspire them to serve. RI should therefore maintain a school ethos that encourages diverse talents to consider studying in RI, regardless of which primary school they come from or their family circumstances. There are many good choices of schools in Singapore, and being admitted to RI is only one of the many paths to a good education. But RI should work hard to attract good students to join the school, and no promising student should be deterred from coming to RI because he cannot afford the fees or feels he will not fit in. A diverse school community benefits all of the students. The potential of learning is best achieved when there is a good mix of students in school. It allows everyone to appreciate different perspectives and learn from others with different life experiences and backgrounds. I'm glad that since 2018, RI has put in place the Diversity, Inclusivity, and Community Engagement Efforts, or DICE for short. This includes offering scholarships and encouraging students with potential to apply to the school so that no one is turned away due to financial constraints. Over 3,700 students from disadvantaged backgrounds have received the Raffles scholarships, which are funded by donors and alumni. RI has also recently broadened direct school admissions, or DSA domains, to take in and develop talents in many more areas, including in leadership and the Malay language. This year's RI's Year 1 intakes come from over 120 primary schools, a wider draw than any other secondary school in Singapore. These important initiatives will help deserving students from different backgrounds to realize their unique potential in line with what we want to achieve as a society. For Singapore always to be a place of opportunity where diverse talent can grow and succeed, and when you can do well for yourself as long as you work hard, regardless of your background. Second, Rafflesians should exemplify excellence throughout life, in and beyond your time in RI. Examples of excellence achieved by Rafflesians during your time in school abound. Many of you perform well in examinations, academic competitions, and international Olympiads, and clinch offers from highly competitive courses and universities in Singapore and overseas. Beyond academics, Rafflesians have demonstrated excellence in many co-curricular domains. At the recent Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia, 45 Rafflesian alumni and student athletes represented Singapore across 10 sports. RI's performing arts groups participate in the Singapore Youth Festival arts presentations and stage concerts in school and in the community to share their passion and promote an appreciation for the arts. The uniform groups, clubs, and societies in RI also frequently win awards demonstrating their discipline and competence in their craft. While Refugeans should be heartened by these achievements, I encourage you to continue to exemplify excellence in any and every domain you may be in. As the lines in your school songs urge you all, to do our best, whatever the test, and keep our colors flying. While geopolitical tensions and technological advances present challenges to our lifelines and livelihoods, they can also create new opportunities. To seize these opportunities and break new ground, Refugeans should maintain the strong work ethic and spirit of excellence which you have developed during your time in RI. One such Refugean is Mr. Lai Chang-wen, co-founder of Ninja Van. Recognizing that Singapore lacked the logistics infrastructure to support the expansion of e-commerce, Chang-wen and his team kick-started Ninja Van using one second-hand van. Today, Ninja Van is a leading technology-driven logistics firm with operations across Southeast Asia. Another example is Dr. Tan Ming Han, who founded Lucien's, a medical firm that develops advanced liquid biopsy blood tests for cancer detection and treatment. Min Han is globally recognized for his innovative research in the field of oncology, with over 100 original research publications and more than 12 patents thus far in his career. This brings me to my third point. As Refugeans seek to make an impact during and after your time in RI, I challenge you to define excellence not just by personal achievements, but by your contributions to society. Many Refugeans have worked very hard, done well, and proven yourselves. But we must always remember that our achievements are not solely the result of our own efforts or talents. Underpinning that is the entire Singapore system, which has provided every child the opportunity to grow and fulfill his or her potential. An economy that enables everyone to have good jobs and support their families, so that children can focus on studying and not have to leave school to work. An education system with well-appointed schools, rigorous curriculums, many pathways to cater to different aptitudes and talents, and dedicated teachers and professionals who pour their hearts and souls into nurturing the next generation. A community whose social values support the principle that if someone is capable in one way or another, he should be given opportunities to develop and to serve. And if he contributes to society, he will be recognized and rewarded. On a personal level, we all owe an enormous debt of gratitude to our teachers, parents, and members of our community who have guided us, nurtured us, and invested their hopes and dreams in us through our formative years and beyond. Whichever path in life you choose after graduating from RI, you must preserve that mission of pioneering for the greater good. Many Refugeans have done this. For example, Dr. Goh Wei Leong, co-founder HealthServe, a non-profit organization which provides affordable medical care, counseling, and social services to low-wage migrant workers. HealthServe also organizes engagement events to promote appreciation of migrant workers in our community. Another example is Mr. Rainer Loy, co-founder and CEO of Lumitics. The Singapore-based startup works with airlines, hotels, and restaurants to track and reduce food waste using AI and machine learning, creating an impactful solution for businesses to improve their sustainability practices. Today, I have shared the stories of just a few of the Refugeans who have played significant roles shaping our nation's history, contributing to our society, and doing Singapore proud. Many generations of Refugeans have used their abilities to lead meaningful lives and left their mark individually and collectively on Singapore. The challenges ahead of us as a nation are no less than what confronted earlier generations of Singaporeans. They, including refugees, overcame the odds and surmounted these challenges to get us here. To continue the legacy of these earlier generations, RI must fulfill its missions of bringing up the next generation of leaders and pioneers who embodied the spirit of egalitarianism for diverse talent, excellence in every field, and service in diverse domains. This way, RI can continue to play a pivotal role to help Singapore develop into a more vibrant land of opportunities for our children for many more years to come. Let me once again offer my heartiest and warmest congratulations to RI on your bicentennial celebrations. Happy Founders Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Chan.
Hi, my name is Wei Leong. I'm a family physician and I'm co-founder and advisor to HealthServe. HealthServe is an NGO founded in 2006 serving marginalized communities, in this case, migrant workers.
Hi, my name is Shalini. I'm a regular medical officer, currently holding the appointment of Commander of the Military Medicine Institute in the Singapore Armed Forces.
Hi, I'm Ibnor, the founder and director of Guild or Ground Up Innovation Labs for Development. I serve in the sustainability and social inclusion sector.
So in RI, one of the things that I really enjoyed was the different friends I had, and it's this diversity that shaped me. And in my later life, I became a GP and I thoroughly enjoyed it because, you know, that spirit of celebrating the uniqueness of every human being has been ingrained in me. It really frames my world. And with that, I saw the potential of the migrant community, a very marginalized community, some 15 years ago, when few people saw it. It's not that I did something amazing, but I just felt intuitively that there was something there that perhaps I could enter.
I was actually looking at the food security problem that Singapore is facing. The norm that we usually think about growing food is that we use land. But what if we grow things on water? So the same spirit of what I learned when I was back in RI, right? Can we rethink the way we do things? And with that aha and eureka insight, we invented the floating chinampas, which is a modular system where we collect plastic bottle waste and we make it into a floating farming system, which has thankfully won awards overseas.
Having an upbringing in Raffles has always sought to pursue excellence in everything we do, and I've always been surrounded by fellow Refugeans who work very hard. Over time, being Refugean means that not just pursuing excellence for oneself, but also excellence for the people around us and making everyone in the team be the best that they can be. So when I was on secondment to the Singapore Civil Defence Force as the Chief Medical Officer, one of the things I noticed was that my paramedics were not eligible to become commissioned officers. So I spoke to some of the paramedics and I found that some of them had the necessary qualifications and experience to actually serve as commissioned officers, and I felt that the whole organisation and the country would benefit from paramedics being able to set policy and improve the standards and quality of emergency care in Singapore. And with the help of my team and with a lot of collaboration with the fellow officers in SCDF, we set up a course and the first batch of paramedic officers were commissioned.
When I was in RI, I was a tech fanatic. To be honest, I pursued technology because I know it could make me lots of money. That brought me all the way to Silicon Valley, where I work in a fintech startup in the gaming industry. But that was also when I meet up with change makers, entrepreneurs. That's when I realized that technology need not only bring profits, it could actually serve a greater purpose to help environment, help humanity. That was when I felt that I want to be an inventor for impact. It was also through that change-making journey, I started to redefine excellence as to pursue what I call the 5 Gs. inspired by my mentor, Lai Hawk, the pursuit of being a bit more gracious, green, giving, grounded and grateful as a person.
Growing up in Raffles and all that, I always tried to be good in my studies and sports and everything. So to be bad at something was new to me. And I say bad, I was really everybody would be able to strip their weapons really quickly, but I would be the one who had to go for remedial training to pass the test, for stripping the M16 at the time. That was the time when I thought, oh my gosh, am I in the wrong place? And that was a point of time where I sort of told myself that no, I will push through this, try to turn things around, and I really received the support of my platoon mates who were from different walks of life. But it was a humbling experience to really be tutored by them, guided by them until I passed all the requirements for some of the tests that I had to go through. And I learned a lot about myself, how to overcome challenges and failures.
And I think the way forward is for others to grow. For us who have been through that, every stage of our journey is to uplift the next generation. I'm really excited that, we have this opportunity as Reflections to really be a part of the lives of the next generation of Reflections. And the hope of a better age will come to fruition.
The Reflection spirit continues to thrive and flourish amongst our alumni and current students. And today, we want to honor the Reflection tradition of service, innovation, and excellence through the presentation of 8 key awards. The full list and profiles of past and present awardees can be found in the Founders Day e-program booklet, which is available for our guests. The first award for this morning is the Creative Arts Award, given to a graduating student who has attained a high level of artistic achievement and contributed significantly to the development of the arts. Former winners include Mr. Nabil Alifi, who is currently Chief Brand Officer of Neiman Marcus, and Ms. Manasi Prasad, who established the Indian Music Experience Museum, a prominent arts center in India. Mr. Lee Suan Hyang, who is currently a board member of LaSalle College of the Arts, the Singapore Lyric Opera, and the Singapore Ballet, won this award in 1968. He will now present the award to this year's recipient, Chloe Chen Jia En, who is principal cellist with the Singapore National Youth Orchestra from 2018 to 2021.
Next is the Community Service Award, given in recognition of the recipient's dedication and meaningful engagement in community service. Past winners include Mr. Eugene Lim, who is currently a senior cybersecurity specialist in GovTech, and Dr. Rita Nazir Ikeda, who is currently a research fellow at Waseda University's Center for the Study of International Cooperation in Education. Ms. Ho Lee Ling, who currently works with Mandai Nature, a non-profit conservation organization, won this award in 1997. She will now present the award to this year's winner, Rainer Chu, for his innovative work to promote mental wellness among youth and digital literacy in senior citizens.
The next 3 awards are for excellence in sports. The first award in this domain is the Sports Boy of the Year award. Past winners include former national athletes Mr. Lu Chun Roy, who is currently a finance major in the NUS Business School, and Mr. Tan Kiat E. Kerry, who is now a business analyst with the petrochemical company Shell. Dr. Lo Chia Yi, a medical doctor and former national sailor, won this award in 2014. He will now present the award to this year's winner, RI and national sailor Isaac Goh, who won a gold medal in sailing in the recently concluded SEA Games. Isaac is unable to join us today as he is currently in China participating in the Asian Games qualifier. Accepting the award on his behalf is his younger brother in Year 2, Ian Goh, who is also a sailor.
The second award in this domain is the Sportsman of the Year award. Past winners include former national tennis player Mr. Sherman Lim, who is the co-founder and managing director of Katana Developments, and former captain of the RJC cricket team, Mr. Zheng Renchun, who is currently the CEO of IFS Capital Limited. Mr. V. Mahendran, who is currently an adjunct lecturer of the Singapore University of Social Sciences and Singapore Polytechnic, was Sportsman of the Year in 1975. He will now present the award to this year's winner, RI and national sailor Lim Koon Ling.
The last award in the sports and health domain is the Sportswoman of the Year award. Past winners include former national athletes Miss Melanie Martins, who is currently the Academy Principal of the Physical Education and Sports Teacher Academy at MOE, and Dr. Premira Harubilan, who is currently serving as Deputy Director of School Health Services in the Health Promotion Board. Ms. Kanshukwa, who started the Dare to Dream Scholarship in 2013, aimed at helping youths with special needs pursue further education at LaSalle College of the Arts and NAFA, earned the distinction of being Sportswoman of the Year in 1974 and 1975. She will now present the award to this year's winner, RI and national swimmer Bonnie Yo Lu An.
Next, we have the A.K. Segamani Leadership Award, given to a graduating student who has demonstrated exemplary leadership. Past awardees include Major Thia Shanzhi, who currently serves as a submariner and naval officer in the Republic of Singapore Navy, and Ms. Ong Yen Han, who is currently a senior associate at Government Affairs Consultancy, Vriens and Partners. Recent medical graduate Dr. Fatima Siddiqui, who won this award in 2017, will now present the award to this year's winner, Wong Kin Feng, President of the 41st Students' Council. Kin Feng is currently serving national service and is an officer cadet.
We now come to the presentation of the last two awards, the Stamford Raffles Awards. These are the top awards given to a Year 4 and Year 6 student who have been exemplary in all areas of school life. Former Stamford Raffles Year 4 award winners include Mr. Kirk D'Souza, who is currently a policy officer in the Ministry of Manpower, and Mr. Antariksh Mahajan, who is currently a software engineer at Open Government Products. Dr. Aaron Maniam, who most recently served as Deputy Secretary at the Ministry of Communications and Information, won this award in 1995. He will now present the Stamford Raffles Award, Year 4, to this year's recipient, Chua Zern Hee, Head Prefect of the RI Prefectorial Board in 2022.
The final award for today is the Stamford Raffles Award Year 6. Former Stamford Raffles Year 6 award winners include Dr. Frida Ma, who is currently a medical officer in the Singapore General Hospital's Internal Medicine Department, and Associate Professor Davin Chaw, who is currently the Economics and Globalization Chair at the Tuck School of Business in Dartmouth College. Dr. Lingaraj Krishna, a senior orthopedic surgeon in private practice, won this award in 1991. He will now present the Stamford Raffles Award Year 6 to this year's recipient, Chua Jean Yi, who was Secretary of the 41st Students' Council. Our heartiest congratulations to all award winners. May we continue to build upon the achievements of our alumni and current Rafflesians. The Raffles experience has been fundamental to the achievements of our prize recipients, and central to this experience are our RI staff and teachers.
This teacher's catchphrase is, the crux of the argument is that, let it go.
The teachers in RI are
Passionate, fun,
rather comical at times.
Caring, loving, amazing. When she first stepped into the classroom, the first thing she said is that I'm not just here to teach you English, I'm here to teach you skills that you can apply in your daily life.
He makes sure that all the students there are engaged, and that is mainly because of him.
She had all these amazing classes where she kind of really made history come alive.
We can have fun and learn while enjoying what we are learning.
One of the core values that they've really instilled into me is perseverance, especially when the going gets tough.
An experience that really stayed in my heart. After we graduated, I was thinking about going overseas, but yet I had not gotten a scholarship, so then money was quite difficult. And at the end of the convo, she offered to put money for me to go. I didn't end up going overseas. I ended up going to Yale and US. I think it was a moment that I held on to for the rest of my uni journey, in remembering how much she believed in me and how much she cared. Yeah.
She actually spoke to me after class about how I need to take pride in everything that I do.
He really taught us that small steps every day can lead to big changes in the future.
I think he always saw us as individuals, as human beings. Now that I'm a teacher, I think I try to do the same thing.
If even one student is struggling, they'll actually take the time to maybe go through something with them, just help them out in general. So I think that's really one aspect that stands out, because they don't leave anyone behind.
Thank you for always being there for me and my class.
And for always being that pillar of strength and support for all of us.
Your work really mattered a lot to me as an individual.
I would also like to extend my thanks to all the non-teaching staff of RI for all the work that you do that makes the school run every single day.
They taught me to believe.
So, I can do this because of my RI teacher.
Late ah.
Really Can you trust or not?
Yeah, we're friends. Just pretend you didn't see us.
Sorry, cannot. You're late. You clean the toilet.
Hey, come on lah, it was just a few minutes. Not all of us can come to school in a car, you know.
I don't come to school in a car.
So you understand, I had to cycle all the way from Jalan Ampang, you know. That's nothing. I had to walk here from Aokang.
I had to cycle from Pasir Panjang and I'm still on time.
Pastor Panjang, I think he wins lah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow, it's really smelly.
How is it this dirty? Ugh.
No matter how many people I send to clean this toilet, that smell never ever goes away.
Wow! Who used toilet never flush?
Ew!
Okay, you know what? It is damn disgusting already. I think we finished our punishment. Let's just go.
Wait, where are you going? You haven't finished your punishment yet. If you don't clean it, then I'll have to clean it.
Please, it's tiffin hour now. How can we eat after cleaning this toilet?
Look, Kyung, this is all part of the Raffles experience. Yeah, as someone who is never late, we're giving you the chance to experience this.
You.
Next time, when you become someone important like Prime Minister, you'll remember cleaning this toilet as an important part of your formative years.
That's right. A defining character building moment.
Will be a chapter in your autobiography titled From Pasir Panjang
to Parliament. Let's go!
Oi!
Oi, you do your homework or not? That was homework? Hiya. That was homework?
Yes.
Good morning, class.
Good
morning, Mrs. Go.
I have big news for all of you. You should all count yourselves very lucky to have witnessed this in your lifetime. A new chemical element has been discovered.
What?
Yes, it was discovered last week by a scientist in Mexico.
Wait, how can this be? What is it called?
The scientific community has named it APAFOO, spelled APAFOO.
Does this mean that the periodic table will change?
Yes, actually, the periodic table will change completely. Here's what it's going to look like now.
What? This is so different from the original.
Now I have to memorize the whole thing again.
You see, class, they tried to fit the new element into the old periodic table, but it didn't make sense. So they redesigned the periodic table to fit this new element and so that it is easier for everyone.
How is this easier? Mrs. Go, will this be tested in Friday's test?
Of course! If you see here from the OHP, we will be using and referring to this new periodic table from now on. You best copy it down. Now, this is the new element APAFOO, chemical symbol AP. It lies between hydrogen and helium and has an atomic number of 1.4.
Wait, Mrs. Go, how can it have an atomic number of 1.4?
Why not?
Well, atomic number refers to the number of protons in the nucleus, right? So that's 1, that's 2. It can't have 0.4 of a proton.
That's a really good observation, Aaron. I will find that out for you. Now, here are some other interesting facts about this new element. To celebrate the discovery of this new element, the scientific community will commemorate every April 1st, which is today, as the day that APAFOO was discovered.
Oh. Wait a minute, Mrs. Go.
Yes, Aaron?
Happy April Fool's Day!
Yes! Aaron's got it.
Okay, you don't have to be so excited about the new element.
No, it's Happy April Fool's Day!
Why not? We all try saying it out loud.
Happy April Fool's Day!
Oh!
Nadia! Hi guys! Guys,
Are you sure this is gonna work?
Yes, remember that time I was so stressed about that test. I came here and I made a wish and I taught the class!
Yes, this pond is really magic. Do you remember the time we had Drama Fest? We all came down here to make a wish and guess what? We won! How else do you think medicine faculty would ever win Drama Fest?
Think of it as a scientific inquiry. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. So how do I do this?
Well, first you need a coin.
10 cents? Really? You need to show the pond that you're sincere. Throw in $1.
$1? $1? Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Now, close your eyes, say a wish, and throw the coin into the pond.
Okay. I wish that a kind and decent boy will appear in my life.
I told you it would work. There's your kind and decent boy.
What are you doing inside the pond?
I'm cleaning up.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Are you taking coins from the pond? How could you do that? Those are other people's wishes.
I thought you didn't believe in the pond.
Well, how did you know that?
I heard your conversation and I agree with you.
He's a healthy skeptic, just like her!
Still, you shouldn't take other people's money.
I'm just helping to clean up a little, but I don't keep the money. I donate it.
And he's kind and generous too.
You two are a match made in the magic pond.
Hey, Becca, don't we have that super important thing we have to go to right now?
Oh, yeah, very important, and we're very late, so we have to go. Bye-bye! Guys!
Sorry about that.
It's alright. I didn't get your name.
Hi, I'm Nadia.
Hi, Nadia. Do you want to go make the donation with me? Maybe go Gimmo for dinner afterwards?
Yeah, sure. That sounds nice.
My fellow Refugees, today marks the end of a chapter in our lives, one that has shaped us, molded us, and transformed us. As I look out into the sea of faces, I am filled with immense gratitude for each and every one of you. We have shared moments of hope and anguish, of joy and sorrow, of love and heartbreak. Through all that, we have formed bonds that will never be broken and memories that will never fade. Imagine 10, 20, or even 50 years from now, we have a reunion. What will you remember? I'd imagine by then, I might have forgotten much of what is written in our textbooks. But I'll never forget the stories that I take away with me today. The feelings of victory and defeat in the National School Games, the moment we took our bows at the end of our SYF performances, all the pranks we played on our teachers, and the ones our teachers played on us, all the heart-to-heart conversations we've had about our dreams and what's to come.
I, Lee Shi-kyung, having been elected as a Member of Parliament, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge my duties as such to the best of my ability, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Singapore, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Singapore.
Good afternoon, class. I have news to share. A new chemical element has been discovered.
Careful, careful, little turtle. I know you're in pain, but we're gonna take care of you, okay?
There you go. Much better.
Today may be the last day that we wear these uniforms as students of RI. But that does not mean that tomorrow we are no longer a Reflegion. Even as our personal journeys take us to the far reaches of the world, for as long as we hold the hope of a better age, we shall always be Reflegions. Auspicium Melioris Avi.
I screwed up.
The music you heard during the drama presentation was composed by one of our Year 6 students, Chia Ren Che, and performed by the Raffles Chamber Ensemble. It is also very heartwarming to see our current students performing together with more than 10 alumni cohorts of street dancers to commemorate our bicentennial year. This energetic dance was choreographed by Ernest Yee from the class of 2013.
As the dance has suggested, we go out into the world after graduation with our school's motto, Hope of a Better Age, to guide us on this journey. It now gives us great pleasure to welcome 4 Reflexions, 3 alumni, and 1 current student, to share their hopes for our school and the Reflexion community.
As it's been more than 60 years since I left RI, let me recollect two aspects of my stay with a view to inspiring for the future. One aspect of my stay in RI was the way students were admitted into RI. At that time, there was no PSLE, there was no centralized grading. So how was RI to decide who to admit? What was done by MOE was to ask each primary school to submit a number of names. I think the numbers were given to each school of students whom they thought would do well in RI. So each primary school would set their own PSLE, but there was no grading over the whole country. So you might find that some primary schools had differing standards. So how was the principal of each primary school to decide what names to submit? Well, they had the liberty of disregarding the results. So what most schools did was the principal based their list of submission on character. At that time, during the 50s, many new school principals were appointed. Singapore had a baby boom, 3.5% birth rate compared to 1% now. And many new primary schools were created and new principals were appointed. So how was the principal to evaluate who to recommend to go to RI? Now, this young batch of principals, my father was one of them, remembered that they went through World War II. So what was most important for Singapore during World War II when the Japanese came? It was character. Character of integrity, of resilience, of courage, and so forth. And so each primary school submitted names, not necessarily of the best students, but whom they thought had the potential to be leaders for Singapore for the future. And so this emphasis on character was what characterized my classmates, whom I still meet regularly every 2 weeks. They had good character, and my classmates were not distinguished by scholarship, by sportsmanship, or by leadership, but they had character. The second characteristic of my class was that there was diversity, a point which the principal himself recounted just now. And my classmates turned out to be far better than others thought they would be. There was one student of mine who was not a good student, and yet 30 years later, when I met him again, he was the RI boy who produced a book on RI, not based on the top-down approach, but on the bottoms-up approach, where he put together all the photographs and articles of RI boys and put it into a book. That book is called Back to RI. It's still available, and it was distributed about a few years ago. So I want to commend these two characteristics, one of character, one of diversity, to prove to you that lessons of the past can be of inspiration to you in the future. Thank you.
Hello. When RI moved from the Bras Basah campus to the Grange Road campus, I actually do remember those days. And I was about 10 years old when I went to the Grange Road campus to celebrate the 150th birthday of RI. Now, why do I have those memories? Because I have a very unique situation. I was raised a Reflection long before I became a student, because my mother, Indira Ravindran, was actually a physics teacher in RI from 1969 to 1989. Some of you might remember her as this little lady with a sari and a bun, and she was often known Mrs. Ravi, and some people called her actually the Iron Lady because she was one of those famously strict RI teachers that everyone is known for. She recently passed, so I'm glad I could be here to talk about her memories as well as mine. In 1980, when I joined RI officially as a student, with that Reflection spirit, I jumped head into all the different CCAs. I did, RI Museum, to cross country, to chess club, to squash club, to science fairs. I actually have wonderful memories of the assembly hall where I performed cultural activities as well as elocution competitions. And RI really got my debating skills down to the point that I went on to represent NUS at the Singapore Broadcasting Corporation televised debates. But the CCA that really, really impacted me was Charity Squad. And that was a CCA that my mom had started back in 1969 with a small group of students with the intention of focusing on one person at a time and bringing love to their lives. The motto of Charity Squad was to serve with love. So despite being a very strict physics teacher, she was actually very known to pay school fees of students who would otherwise have had to drop out of school, because she was very concerned about poverty in Singapore, and she wanted to raise a generation of Rafflesians who were not only focused on excellence, but was also focused on the spirit of giving back, using our privilege to help others. Charity Squad did many things. For example, when we went to homes like the Youthie Home, where old folks were sleeping in parallel beds in open air with a tin roof, looking very forlorn and sad, we would sit down with them and talk to them and find out what are some of the foods that they missed. Some would say siu mai, some would say pao, some would say Mary biscuits. And then we would come back the next time with each and every one of the desires and see that amazing happiness in their faces. We tried to go back as often as we can so that they would be familiar and know that we genuinely cared for us. We also did things like sell flags for the Singapore Blind Association. During RI open house days, we would have exhibits about people with disabilities, teach students about Braille. Together with the Rafflesian Times, we created the Talking magazine for the Singapore Blind Association so that the blind could also listen and learn about various magazines that were going on. I would say Charity Squad's motto, to serve with love, really kept us focused on seeing the individual and also seeing how small little acts that we did could really make a big impact. Charity Squad truly ingrains to me the motto of Auspicium Melioris Avi, a hope for a better world. And that deep Rafflesian spirit stood inside of me throughout my life, right down from working at the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland, to the International Satellite Organization in Washington, D.C., to running my own tech company here in Singapore. And now I run a social venture called Angels of Impact that funds and supports women and indigenous-led entrepreneurs that are achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. I was ingrained with these choices through my time with Charity Squad. Charity Squad continued till 2002, and I still get messages from her students saying how much it impacted her life. I'm grateful that my time at RI had left a very deep impression with me, and I would like to leave with you this message that really it's not just all about to do our best, whatever the tests, and keep our colors flying, but it's also how we're going to use our privilege to make a better world, give hope to the rest of the world, the true spirit of Auspicium Melioris AV. Thank you so much today for giving me the opportunity to share my story and that of my mother, Indira Ravindran. Thank you.
I was the second batch at the Mount Sinai campus and captain for the RG badminton team. In my J1 and J2 years, I played the deciding match for both national finals and led our school to consecutive championship titles. After RJ, I made the life-changing decision to pursue my childhood dream of playing professional sport, but in a completely different space, professional tennis. If there is one thing that Raffles teaches all of us, it is the belief that we can do anything we set our minds to. My journey as a pro tennis player is one many wrote off as impossible. I started late at 19, had little access to training or equipment, and only a deep desire to be the best I knew I could be. And it was this habit of grit I learned whilst competing against the best and brightest at Mount Sinai that translated into grit in tennis. Grit helped me navigate my way to Spain to live in a container on 200 euros a month, to work 12 to 15-hour shifts to barter for training in kind. Grit became my best friend for 15 solid, painful years before I finally broke the top 1% of players who make the coveted WTA rankings every year. The fondest memory I have of Raffles was actually formed much later on when I was invited back to speak to a Year 1 DSA sports class at RI. I caught them just before their year exams, and by then, the mint of being a Reflexion had worn off, and most of the boys were plain struggling with the pressures of balancing sport and school. I shared 3 things that I wished someone had told me when I was 12 and starting this Reflexion journey. 1, make no mistake, balancing sport and school at Raffles is really difficult. 2, but it is not impossible. Here are the examples of how we hacked it. And 3, the choice is really yours. Over the next 40 minutes, these boys sat rapt, listening in awe and wonder. I could see light bulbs literally turn on in their eyes. Up until that point, playing pro tennis had always been a personal aspiration, a private dream that I was just usually too sheepish to share for fear of being ridiculed. But I remember walking out of that classroom that day thinking to myself, oh my goodness, this is what this tennis journey is really about. It's really about these kids. If there's one wish I have for Reflexions, it is a genuine hope for the courage to be true to your own voice. What do you want? What is it that makes you come alive? I truly believe that all of us know that answer deep down inside, but we need to focus on the fact that staying true to yourself actually is what truly serves others. It is not what the world needs. Ask yourself, what makes you come alive? And then go do that, because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Thank you.
"200 years of history, achievements, and excellence. 200 years. What an inspiration for us Reflexions to dream and aspire towards. Yet, when we first arrived in year 1 or even year 5, the experience of being in an institution with such a long-standing tradition and an exceptional reputation was immense. Like all of you, I too felt great pride and joy in being a Reflexion. But I also felt the weight of expectation. Being a Reflexion carries great honor and responsibility to reign supreme in every sphere, no less. Not so easy when surrounded by peers whose abilities, qualities, and strengths can make one feel like a small fish in a big pond. It seemed easier to fall and fail than to even hope of being a thinker, leader, pioneer. While we may see ourselves in this way, our teachers certainly do not. Knowledgeable, patient, and supportive, they embody the essence of the Promethean flame. Not only do our teachers pass on the light of learning, they also give us room to grow into better versions of ourselves. To quote a poem published in the Reflexion in 1971, "And from its light-filled classrooms, there will go the boys and girls who'll help our country grow. These my true children are, yes, mine indeed, for did I not prepare the ground for seed? RI has given me opportunities to try and try again, to explore exciting and enriching paths, to chase dreams. RI, in preparing the ground for seed, has shown me that I can be more than I ever thought I could be. And so, this is my hope for all Reflexions, to recognize and celebrate our diverse strengths, to be unafraid of new challenges, to treasure the opportunities that RI offers, so that we may build a future that is better for all. In other words, to be the hope of a better age." Thank you.
We have heard the aspirational and inspirational hopes of 4 generations of Reflexions. hopes that all students seated here and future batches of RI students can help turn into reality. Fellow Reflesians, as we go out into the world, let us reaffirm our commitment to live out our school motto, to be the hope of a better age. For it is more than a motto. It is an ideal that captures the bold aspirations of our school, students, and alumni. To be forward-looking, to help shape society for the better, and to play our roles in helping our nation grow and thrive.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our 200th Founders Day ceremony. We thank each and every one of you for celebrating this great milestone with us. Let us now rise for the institution anthem.
Five, six, seven, eight. Reflection tonight will show our mind. We'll show them how reflection's fine. We'll walk to the fight in green, black, white, cause ain't nobody gonna break our strike. Cause wherefore, ooh, wherefore, ah. Wherefore, ooh, wherefore, ah. We'll fight in the sun, we'll fight in the rain. We'll fight to give our school our name. We'll walk from the game with pride and fame, cause we feel no fear and we feel no pain. Cause wherefore, ooh, wherefore, ah. Wherefore, yeah!
Have you got a spirit? Can you show the spirit? What for? RAFFLES reform!